Good morning. Thank you for joining me this morning in meditation. This is our chance to simply relax into the infinite and see if we can quiet the mind for a few minutes. So I invite us all to sit easily, relaxed in our chair, and allow your spine to be straight, tall like a mountain. Allow your feet to be on the floor, hands in your lap, in an open and receptive position. Allowing ourselves to be fully receptive to all of the good that is flowing into our lives here in this moment. And that good can be as simple as the breath. So I invite us all to simply be with our breath for these few quiet moments. It's sort of like playing follow the leader as we follow the breath into our body and follow it outward. I invite you now to visualize a beautiful mountain. It could be one in your imagination, or it could be a mountain that you love to look at. Picture it in your mind, perhaps with snow-capped peaks, perhaps with trees at its base. Notice how it stretches up from the earth to the very top. And I invite you now to bring this picture in your mind of this beautiful mountain. Bring it into your heart center. Allow it to be a part of your body and mind and spirit. Your head is the peak. Your shoulders and arms and upper body are the areas below the peak. And just as the mountain is firmly rooted in the earth, know that you are firmly rooted in spirit. Coming back to the breath. If you feel yourself drifting, bring yourself back to the mountain, back to your breath. And now I invite you to bring to mind something in your life. Maybe it's very personal. Maybe it's about the world in general. Just bring forward a thought that finds you a little distressed, frustrated. And now return your thought to the mountain that is who you are. The mountain withstands all kinds of weather, every season, occasional fires. It is home to many, and still it stands tall, strong, stable. This is your truth. You stand strong, powerful, stable through every moment of life. Gently and lovingly remember the breath. Know that your consciousness is strong and stable, just like the mountain that is at your center. Nothing can phase it. It simply is. And you are that. You are that divine, powerful stability, just like the mountain. Every experience that you have simply passes through and by you, like the seasons. And as you move through the coming time of our celebration service, know that you stand strong. You are the presence of the divine in every moment, through every experience. I invite you now to bring your awareness back to the room, back to the seat in which you sit. Notice your feet on the floor and your hands in your lap. Whenever you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes and see the beauty and strength around you. Thank you for joining me in this meditation this morning. Our Sunday service begins at 10 a.m. Have a good day.
my mind, in my heart, in my soul, in my life. I have been searching for something, but you were my dream. You're perfect, you're golden, you're light, you're love. You're perfect, you're golden, you're my light, my love. When I breathe, when I swallow, caress I feel. When I listen, I hear the most beautiful music out of nowhere. Oh, you're perfect, you're golden, you're light, you're love. You're perfect, you're golden, you're my light, my love. Light-di-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di. When I'm sad and dark, shallow and in doubt, when I'm trying my best to put one foot in front of the other. Oh, you're perfect, you're golden, you're the light of my life, you're my love from forever, and your reflection. I'm perfect, so I'll keep looking at you to keep witnessing my perfection. And you is me. Whoa, whoa. Light-di-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di, light-di-di-di-di-di. You're always there, you never leave, you're holding me, you set me free, a guiding light, your empathy, your confidence to express in and destiny. You're perfect, you're golden, you're the light of my life, you're my love from forever, and your reflection. I'm perfect, so I'll keep looking at you to keep witnessing that I'm perfect. I'm golden, you're the light of my life, you're my love from forever, and your reflection. I'm perfect, so I can look at
Within me is boundless love. 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 Within me is boundless love.
When the world feels heavy with sorrow, and my heart hangs weary and sore, when I start to lose my faith in tomorrow and see no end to this endless wars, I close my eyes and hear a voice whisper quietly, saying, peace, peace, peace begins with me. Oh, peace, peace, peace begins with me. Trying to find our way to peace, we must see that peace is the way. Peace is in every step we take, it's how we walk through every day. So close your eyes and hear a voice whisper lovingly, saying, peace, peace, peace begins with me. Oh, peace, peace, peace begins with me. Peace in every moment, peace in every step, peace in every heartbeat, peace in every breath, peace in every moment.
Good morning, everyone. I didn't like the sound of that. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont. I'd like to play for you our Song of the Month. Is it? Thank you.
I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that I can do. I cannot do. No puedo hacer all the good, todo lo bueno that the world, que el mundo necesita. But the world, todo el mundo necesita, needs all the good, todo lo bueno that I can do. Que puedo hacer. Je ne peux pas faire all the good, tout le bien that the world, dont le monde needs, a besoin. But the world, tout le monde a besoin needs all the good, de tout le bien that I can do, que je peux lui faire. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. I cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good I can do. Ngon mai nang mung sok sai gai dan ngor nang jung bang hin. I cannot do Lavdar amalu all the good kul that the world al alam needs, mutar but the world lakin al alam needs all the good mutar that I can do. Kul amalu I cannot do Anilo osa all the good et kol hatov that the world haolam needs, Zari but the world aval haolam needs all the good Zari kato that I can do. She'ani osa.
There was energy there. I like that. That was awesome. All right. Make me a little less live. I have more than enough vocal power in order to get this through. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Beaumont. Good morning. And of course, online too. First-time guests, welcome. I'm going to say there's none. But if you want a welcome packet anyway, you can always just take one. Whatever. I know they're going to say it in a minute, but I just want to try to remind everybody, cell phones ringing in the middle of service, it makes me a sad panda. It's no bueno. So let's read our vision statement together. CSLB is an inclusive and transformative community of spiritual practice. And I don't know, the transformative part always comes from within. We're going to do our candle today. We're going to light our candle. It's kind of a cool thing we started. And today what we're going to light our candle is going to be a symbol for people for all people to help find their way to the truth, to their truth, to where they need to be, to the information that God has for them, to know which way to go. So we're going to light this candle for awareness and enlightenment. So you.
Good morning again. We'll get this right yet. My name is Reverend Carrie Masters, and I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be serving as your practitioner of the day today. And I'm only one of 3 or 4 spiritual practitioners who serve this community. If you are here today with something on your heart and would like prayer support for that, we will be on this side of the sanctuary following the service. And we don't want you to leave here feeling troubled. We want you to feel at peace when you leave. And so if you would like an affirmative prayer after service, please come over here and talk to one of us. And as Adrian said, make sure that your cell phones are silenced. And also, I'm just so happy to be here. So now let's take a moment to allow this music to take us into the silence, and that will be followed by this morning's invocation.
Come into the quiet, come in from the storm, to a place where time stands still, the Spirit is reborn. Come into the quiet, take your place among the stars. Come into this place, come as you are. You don't need directions to find this place in time. Just head on down the road that's laid before you. Ooh, circle back around your heart and you'll find peace of mind. Trust that place inside that's calling you home. Come into the quiet, wrap your heart around all the love that's here for you, waiting to be found. Come into this holy place and whisper to the stars. Come into this place, come as you are. You don't need directions to find this place in time. Just head on down the road that's laid before you. Ooh, circle back around your heart, you'll find peace of mind. Trust that place inside that's calling you home. Come into the quiet, let the silence say all the things you'd like to hear each and every day.
And with those beautiful words of the song, we just breathe in all of that goodness, all of that beauty, knowing that that has come from the divine. It is an expression of the divine, especially for us here this morning. I know that this divine presence is absolute love, absolute peace, absolute perfection and power and grace, wholeness, prosperity, and all of the good. This divine presence creates all things from itself and has created each one of us from its presence. I know that we are not only one with that infinite presence that is God, but we are a part of and one with each other. I know for each of us here this morning that we are blessed by every word that is spoken, by every note of music, by every song that we sing. And I know for each one of us that we are lifted up to a greater awareness of the divine that expresses in, through, and as us. And so, knowing this truth for each one of us this morning, I give deep thanks. I give thanks for this Center for Spiritual Living. I give thanks for this Science of Mind teaching. I give thanks for all of those upon whose shoulders we stand this morning that have brought us all here to this moment. I am so grateful that the law works by our word. And knowing this, I release my word into that creative law of mind, into that creative presence that is the divine, and I know it is already complete and perfect. And so we let it be as we say together, and so it is.
The Joker is behind me this time. Greetings, my spiritual family. We're inviting you to join this special group here called Hugs. Hugs means host, ushers, greeters. The sign-up sheet is over here, and one of our parishioners gladly signed it for the 5th Sunday, and I was so happy to see her. Thank you. We have lots of volunteer positions available, the kitchen angels, the events team, and even a position on the board. And because I'm chair of the membership committee, on the membership committee as well. It takes a village to help our community be the best that it is. If you're interested in a volunteer position, please talk to Yvonne, or anybody here can help you. Anybody here can help you. Just want to make that very, very clear. Today after service, we'll circle in the sanctuary for our monthly hour talk with the minister. And I'm knowing that several of you have brought a question to stump the minister. God calling. This coming Thursday, August the 3rd at 9:50 p.m., our Science of Mind discussion group meets at the home of Emmy. Coffee conversation begins at 9:30, and the Science of Mind magazine begins at 10, and a potluck lunch follows. Everyone is welcome. Our center is inviting you to be an usher at the banning events in the park. And this event is on Thursday, August the 3rd, and we will be one of the community groups that will sell 50-50 tickets before the concert and then collect donations during the intermission. The entertainment this Thursday will be the Joe Crocker tribute band named Mad Dog and Englishmen. Contact Emmy for any more information. We did this, CSL Beaumont did, and it was suggested that we did a very, very good job because we've got that spirit to sell. It is, it was the first time, one of the first times that I had gone, and it's a family thing. So if you got grandchildren or nieces and nephews around, they can run in the park. There's always a food truck there. And It's a lot of fun. You get to know the people that are sitting around you. You get familiar with the ushers and so forth. So I would strongly suggest, even if you're not excuse me, Lynette, a volunteer, just come out and have a good time. It's a nice, cool evening. Next Sunday, after a brief meeting to plan some fun activities in our center. The meeting will begin at 11:15 here in the sanctuary and on Zoom. Everyone is invited. And although I'm not getting married, but you know how you send out the invitations that say save the date? I'm asking you to get your August calendars out and save August the 20th for a special, special activity. Very special. Okay. These are the announcements, I think, for today, and enjoy our service.
So much pain, and though I can't fly, I can do my little part here before I die. Yeah, brother, I may not win the Nobel Prize, but at least I can try to be a little more kind, spend a little more time in my change run life. Yeah, like giving a hug when somebody is down, feeding a soul when there's nobody around. Small things that can change the sound and the vibe of the spirit that can change the town. Started small, now it's touched the crowd. The crowd is growing, now the word is out. And if we all do our parts, we can touch the clouds. Without a cape and a mask, we can touch the clouds. Yep. We don't have to leap tall buildings in a single bound. There's a lot of good that we can do standing on the ground. We don't need a jetpack suit to take us to the clouds. It's up to me and you. Things that make a difference, and all the power's locked within us. All we gotta do is find the key and turn the latch and set it free. Yeah, we don't need to be fast and strong, cause a kind word can go a long way. Help someone whose faith is gone to get back up and carry on. Maybe it's too hard to understand, think it's too much for us to handle, but I promise you that you can, cause you don't need to be a Superman.
Oh, you can clap. That is a awesome song. I get all the cool songs. So that's Nemo. I'm sitting over here having goosebumps listening to it. I didn't even get to see the video. I still had goosebumps for it. Well, so I get to give the talk today. I'm excited. I think I'm still a little bit live if you want to just a hair down. So the talk today was supposedly supposed to be standing stones, but Neil and I talked about it and we decided that I was going to do wise warrior. Wise warrior is much different than the standing stones talk. The wise warrior is, well, we all want to be wise warriors, right? A wise warrior is somebody who's peaceful, anchored, and centered. Everybody has their warrior moments. When you go out into the world and you change the world, you're being a wise warrior. You center yourself, you take a look at the battlefield, you decide what it is you're going to do, and then you go for it. We have people here who have been wise warriors in many different times. There's at least one foundation in this building. There's people that go out into the world and they make the world a better place with actions that they do. These are all wise warrior movements. So we can all be wise warriors. And being a wise warrior is important. Bruce Lee was a wise warrior. The guy was amazing. He could go into any situation and with a clear mind and a clear conscience, go and change everything that's going on the inside of it. The wise warrior is one who understands the principles of knowing your battlefield, your enemy, but most importantly, yourself. Sun Tzu said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. And the greatest victory is that which requires no battle. Pretty smart guy. The Greek philosopher Plotinus said, I do not argue, I contemplate, and as I contemplate, I let fall the seeds of thought into the mirror of mind, which then becomes the mirror of matter. Which is pretty deep. We can all perceive many things that need to change in the world, but the out there is always a reflection of the in here, whether individually or collectively. As Einstein reminded us, we can't solve a problem at the level of consciousness that created the problem. I know some of you have heard that one before. So we must change our thinking, our consciousness, our perspective, our beingness, if we want to see change in the world. It is good to remember that we won't change the whole thing all at once immediately, but as we change how we see the world, we will change the world. So I kind of broke it down into steps, how to be a wise warrior. And you can apply this to anything that you want to get done. You see something that needs to change in the world, and some of these things can happen really quick, some of them can happen for a long time. But step one, you have to understand yourself. You have to understand things like triggers and stuff that makes you automatically shut down or whatever. We install them ourselves. Sometimes they're installed from outside of ourselves, whatever. So like there was a trigger across the United States in the 80s and the 90s. It was kind of an interesting one. And a lot of us that were awake and aware at the time will remember this. You remember when a Middle Eastern face automatically meant terrorist in your mind? Oh, yeah. That was done through movies, TV shows. It was a trigger. It was installed. I don't know if it was on purpose or not. It didn't matter. What mattered is that a lot of people were affected by it. It was a trigger. They would see something and automatically their brain would shut down, and then they would already knew everything about this other person, and they probably knew absolutely nothing about the person that they were looking at when they came out with that. So that's a trigger. Triggers come out as fear, anger, mental shutdowns, things like that. There are, in psychiatry, there are specific words, types of triggers, types of responses to triggers, I should say, like cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the state of being inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. It's your worldview being challenged by an opposite worldview internally. And that literally means that you have a division in your mind, right? One of those, a good example of that would be the rationalization that takes place when you're on a diet and you cheat. So you're on this diet, you're dedicated to this diet, you're going to do it, and then you cheat, and then you rationalize it. Oh, it was just one time. It was good. It was tasty. I enjoyed it. I deserve it. But that's an opposite worldview from I'm on a diet to save my life or whatever. Right? Those are two opposing viewpoints. You're divided. Another one is confirmation bias. It's the tendency to search for, interpret, favor, and recall information in a way that confirms or supports one's prior beliefs and values. You're going about your life, you have this thing, this thought about the way the world works, and instead of seeing all the things that would disprove it, you specifically seek out things that confirm it. For example, imagine that a person holds a belief that left-handed people are more creative than right-handed people. We've all heard that one before, right? Whenever this person encounters a person that is both left-handed and creative, they place greater importance on this evidence supporting their already existing belief. I'm right-handed. I'm also rather creative. I'm sure you guys have noticed. Excuse me. These are examples of thought processes that clutter and divide our mind. In Matthew 12:25, the Bible, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself will not stand. And Ernest Holmes said, life is a mirror and will reflect back to the thinker what he thinks into it. Now think about that for a second. If you're divided in your mind, when you're trying to go out and do something, you're being that wise warrior and you're trying to go and change the world, but you're divided in your mind, and life reflects back to you what's in your mind, how are you going to get the end result you're looking for? You're of two minds. The universe is going to, now you've got luck on your hand. You don't want to deal with luck. Luck is no fun. I don't even believe in luck anymore. Luck is, it's no bueno. Ernest Holmes also said in The Science of Mind, he said, as he learns the truth will automatically free him. Talking about the same thing. By cleaning up our own thoughts and finding balance in our actions and thoughts, by living in integrity with our beliefs, we find the center of the storm of life inside ourselves, where we can remember that we are one with that awesome power that is God. Step 2, understanding the battlefield. This one's short and sweet. Contemplation, not resistance or argument, brings understanding and removal of outside and undue negative influence into our actions. So we've found our center, we've faced the duality in our own mind. Now we can sit down and we can take a look at the path towards the goal that we want. What that means is that your mind is clear enough that you can actually see the things that are going to cause you to trip so that you can plot a route around them. Battlefield always consists of many components, differing strategies, and varied objectives. Not everybody who's going to help you towards your goal is going to have the same goal. And that's okay. But it's one of those things that you need to be aware of when you have a goal that you're trying to get towards. If you are trying to, I don't know, clean a street up, there may be people who got in trouble with the law and they need to do community service. They don't necessarily care about the street, but they can help you clean it up, right? So it's the path that you are on, and the people that are on that path will probably help you, but be aware that it is not the same path. So that's one of the things that you need to keep in check. Understanding the battle, step 3. Once centeredness has been reached, once you start to see the battlefield, wherever it is you're going, what you're doing as a wise warrior, where you're trying to go can be figured out. The battle, as it were, is really just a journey to the result in what I'm saying here. The journey is the battle, and you are the wise warrior that's trying to get from point A to point B. Making battle a mere stroll is the secret to success of all wise warriors. True imagination is not fanciful daydreaming. It is fire from heaven. I know that's been read at this pulpit before. When you have a goal as a wise warrior, as somebody who's trying to change the world and make the world a better place, to do what we pretty much every Sunday say that we're about doing, it is not as effective to just say, I want to change the world. You have to say how. And you don't just say how, you say, how big can I do it? How massive can I make this change? How can I make it so that this little change, this little thing that I'm doing, can spread outward and become something that lights fire in other people's hearts, right? That's part of being a wise warrior. You're always on display in the world when you're doing things. Everything that you do makes a difference one way or another to other people. So you might as well do it big, right? You might as well just take a look at that and say, yeah, I want to do this little change, but why don't I just do it this way so that it's a big change? And then move on from there. Ernest Holmes said, prepare your mind to receive the best that life has to offer. Make the change big. Make it as big as you possibly can. Make it so that it affects everybody that you could possibly reach. Step 4, go and make the change. At this point, you should probably already know where you're going, what your freeze-ups would have been, and how you can avoid them now because you're no longer divided against yourself. You should know what the battlefield looks like. You know what the path looks like. You know you have been paying so much close attention. You can see the signpost God put that said, hey, make a sharp left, make a sharp right. You're at that point where you just make the change. Sun Tzu said, victorious warriors win first and then go to war, while defeated warriors go to war first and then seek to win. In your center, with the sure knowledge that God is acting as you in this world, in balance and integrity, and with the knowledge of the battle in the battlefield, you are ready, and at this step you will know you are ready to walk that peaceful path to the goal God has given you. So in recap, the first thing that you have to do in order to affect change in the world is to affect change in yourself. You start with finding the center. You start with identifying those things that cause you to get angry, to shut down, to sometimes somebody will say something and you have a reaction. Those are things that you must eliminate in order to be able to affect change in the world. Reacting is not acting. That is not from a place of integrity and honesty, and that is not from a place where you are anything other than an automaton. We're not automatons. We're not robots. That's not what we're here for. And as spiritual practitioners, all of us are spiritual practitioners, not just the ones who went to classes. All of you are. As spiritual practitioners, it is, we all must clean our own slate. Reverend Carrie had a talk a long time ago. I talk about it every now and then. It was cleaning the closet, and man, was that one always, that's going to stick with me for the rest of my life. Because it's what it is. It's cleaning the closet. You have things in you, whether you put them there or somebody else put them there, history from other people or just assumptions that you've made that must be cleaned out. And that's a big part of finding your center so that you can begin to affect change. And then understanding the world around you and what's going on requires that those things be removed. Romans 8:28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. And Ernest Holmes' version is, all the power of the universe is with you. Feel it, know it, and then act as though it were true. Thank you. So let's all close our eyes. Take a deep breath in. Find that center. God is omnipotent, all-powerful. God is the very power that moves each and every person's heart to beat the blood through our body. God's omnipotence is the blood itself, nourishing each point, each person's body. God is the drive and the will to make change, for growth, for transformation. God is in each and every person, here and there and everywhere. In all times and all places. For all times and all places, one point. God is omniscient, all-knowing. God is all knowledge, all wisdom. God is every thought. God is in each and every person here, beating each and every person here's heart, breathing each and every person. God drives each person to want to become more, to make the world better, to bring that light, that love that is God out into the world in greater and greater intensity. God is each and every person making the world a better place, and God is talking through each and every one of these people. I am here in this wonder, this beauty, this absolute wonderful place that is God, talking and speaking and being. And as I become greater and more, I know that I am bringing that light out into the world. And as I know this for myself, I know this for each and every person here, online, listening to these words, taking these words and spreading these words out into the world. I am knowing and trusting that each person here will take this light that is God, this love that is God, and they will take it out to light that flame to just spread throughout the world to make that world a better place. I am knowing and trusting that each wise warrior present is making those steps to just effect that beautiful change, that beautiful growingness, that beautiful transformation into more godness. I am knowing and trusting that each person here is spreading that out into the world and spreading it to other people who will spread it even farther, out into the world like a ripple that never ends. I am knowing and trusting this, and so much more is true, and I'm grateful that these words are true. I am grateful that each and every person here heard this and will speak of it and will be it. I am so grateful that these changes are happening all around the world here now, that each and every person is just ready for that transformation into the next thing, and to step into that next thing, and to bring that next thing out into the world so the next person can bring it. I'm so grateful for this and so much more. And I release my word into the perfect action and order of the law that says yes, the law that hears every word spoken and makes it true. I release these words, and I let go and I let God. And together let us anchor and affirm these statements by saying together, and so it is.
Every morning, the light keeps getting brighter as I wake up to the truth. And every day, I'm feeling so much lighter and the world seems fresh and new. What I was taught and the way that I thought stopped serving me long ago. Now I'm learning to trust in the God of all of us. Each day I start anew, and so I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to confusion. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to such sadness. Today is the day I walk away. Every day I walk away. Every morning brings a new beginning. By grace another day to be. I awaken to the sun upon me shining, lighting the way for me to see. Oh, things that I sought and the way that I thought stopped serving me long ago. Now I'm learning to trust in the God of all of us. Of yesterday I'm letting go. I'm walking away from the thinking that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to confusion. Today is the day I walk away. Oh, I'm walking away from the less than that held me for so long. Today is the day I walk away. I'm walking away from the path that led me to such sadness. Today is the day I walk away. Every day I walk away. Today is the day I walk away.
All right. Wait. Okay. It is that time in our service when we go to our joyful giving. This is when we show our gratitude both to our center and to each other. I haven't done this in a while, and what I used to do is I used to be like, let's make it a communal gratitude thing. You don't even have to say anything, but look at somebody and send them gratitude, because we're all part of what makes this center our center. Every last one of us here. And I personally, as an employee for the last 10 years, would like to thank all of you for the things that you have done and for the gifts that you have given, your treasures, your talents, and your time, for all the things that you've done. So let us read, as the ushers walk forward, let us read our abundance. Oh, you can give on cslbeaumont.org, or you can send a text to 951-420-6909. And then, of course, the gift baskets are coming forward. If you do not have a gift to give today, aside from your very presence, which is a gift, then you can just bless the basket. Please hold while we read our abundance affirmation, and then they will continue back to the back. I give freely and generously, with an open heart and an open mind. The universe responds to me in kind. I know that my beloved community is richly blessed, and so it is.
Thank you, 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 God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything. Thank you, God, for everything.
All right, that was our service. So now we're going to do our closing music, and then I'll do the benediction. So if you wish to, please stand up and join us in a circle. You don't have to, you can stay in your seats, not a big deal. And we will sing our song, and then I will do the benediction. So our song, Stand, or Stand, everybody stand. Well, you don't have to, but we can do this.
Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand. I'm gonna stand up for joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now. We are making a new world now.
All right, so repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening through me now. It is this thing called life. In life I stand. In life I grow. In life I become a light brighter and brighter. I am a wise warrior. And so it is. Thank you, everybody.
5 more ushers. I've got 11, and we've got 8 stations to cover. I want to have 2 people on each one.
5 more ushers? My Lord.
It's a big place.
It is a big place.
5 more people.
Well,
when the world feels heavy with sorrow, and my heart hangs weary and sore, when I start to lose my faith in tomorrow and see no